Hey makers! Welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Camryn and I'm super excited for today's cozy vlog because we are going to cozy up. We're gonna go through my yarn stash, get it all organized, make it look all pretty here in my craft room. I actually have a big show coming up at the end of this month and it always motivates me to crochet more and market prep more when my yarn stash is pretty and organized and I actually know where to find my yarn. And yes, I've got a lot of yarn going on, so I'm super excited for you to hang out with me in today's vlog. I hope you enjoy it and be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my weekly uploads. But without further ado, let's get into organizing my not so chaotic yarn stash. It's not looking horrible right now, but it's definitely, it could be better. We're gonna make it better today together, so let's do it. Lighting's probably gonna be all over the place in today's video because it is actually dark outside right now. You know, 4 p.m. and it gets dark already. It's that time of the year, but we're gonna make the best of it and we're gonna cozy up inside and put on some Gilmore Girls, organize together. I wanna know what show you are watching in this cozy season. What is like your go-to crochet show? Comment in the comment section down below. I'm always looking for new shows, even though Gilmore Girls is like definitely my go-to. I'm rewatching it for the second time this year. Yeah, I watch that show all the time. Anyways, it's so cute to go back and see them when they're younger and oh my gosh, Rory's in high school and Dean and anyways, let's cozy up. I am probably gonna light a candle. Probably gonna make myself a cozy little chai drink. I might even put on I made a new cardigan for myself. I crocheted it and I'm really proud of it and I think it's gonna inspire me to like cozy up in here with that as well. So let's cozy up and get my station, my craft room all ready to organize yarn and yeah, I'm super excited. Also, I don't know why I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't really see anything right now and I'm usually wearing my glasses. If I look different, because I wasn't wearing my glasses. I think there's like a lot of lighting going on in here. There's a lot of glares happening. I can't see. I can see you now. Okay, let's do it. I've been doing maple syrup and salt in my chais, which sounds kind of weird, but it's like a salted maple chai and it is my new favorite cozy fall drink and I love it. Let's do a little taste test. I already know what it tastes like. I already know it's gonna be good, but let's just do one just for fun. Yes, amazing. It can be hit or miss with the salt. Like definitely I've done too much salt in there or not enough. You gotta kind of gauge that, but if you want to make one at home, so good. Just add maple syrup and salt to your chais and I don't know, it just makes it more festive, I guess. I don't know, it's good. Anyways, I'm gonna go find that cardigan I was talking about. I wanna really cozy up in here. I got my computer in here as well. That is dead, I guess. I gotta plug in my computer, but I was gonna put Gilmore Girls on my computer while we were hanging out and doing this. But yeah, I was just talking to Peyton about possibly putting a TV here in the craft room. We just got a garage space at our apartment complex and we have been putting so much stuff in it. And so it kind of finally feels like maybe I have room to put up a TV in here. I'm not really sure, actually. I don't really know where we would put a TV because there's a window there and then there's stuff on the wall here. My yarn's back there. That's what we're gonna be dealing with in a minute. And then there's stuff on this wall, but maybe like in this corner or something. I don't know. Maybe we can have like a corner TV kind of deal going on. Anyways, we were looking if there was any pink TVs and there's no pink TVs anywhere. That's like not a thing, I guess. So I might just have to have a normal TV in here, but I think that would be a lot more cozy. And Peyton even had the idea that we take out one of the tables. Like here's one of the tables. And then it's like an L-shaped table, and then I have this really long one back here. It's like, why don't you take out one of the tables and put a couch in your craft room, and then you can hang out in there and crochet and actually use it instead of crocheting out in the living room. Maybe he just wants a place to sit in our living room, which is completely fair because yarn always takes over in there. But anyways, let's go find that cozy cardigan, cozy up. Then I'll show you what we're working with today. It's got a lot a lot of yarn mess going on. It's pretty over here and over here. I'll show you. Here's my super duper cozy cardigan that I just finished making, and I thought it'd be fun to curl up in it. Again, just get all cozy, but this is what it looks like. I will link the pattern that I used. It's a free one that I found off of Pinterest. And you can make one for yourself as well if you like, but definitely not an item I would recommend making to sell because this took me forever to make, but I am really proud of it. And it has pockets, so anything with pockets is exciting for me. Let's take a look at the yarn stash. It's not really that bad. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about it. I always procrastinate these things, and it's better to stay on top of them though before they get too bad, so let's do it. Welcome to my yarn stash. I'm gonna give you a little yarn stash tour, and then we're gonna go and clean it up and make it all pretty. Right now, I will say, over here, we don't even have to touch over here. It is just gorgeous, pretty, lots and lots of, this is the Bernat Forever fleece in all the pretty colors. I have a baby blanket pattern that I sell on my website, and that is what I mainly use this fleece for at my shows. And I also make baby booties as well. That one isn't my pattern, but I will link it down below for you if you want to check that pattern out. But that is what most of this is. And I even have some more of it over here. I have a lot of it. And then I have some velvet. This velvet, which honestly, all of this is fine except this. This needs to be wound. I don't know what's going on here. More velvet. This is the Bernat velvet. This is in the color cream. I've been getting this off of Amazon for a killer deal. So yeah, I have a lot of it. I think I had 16 skeins of it. And now I have 5 left. So I'm really getting through it. I have some yarn like the Bernat blanket up here. So all of this can stay. Like, I'm not mad at any of this. This looks fine. This looks good. But down here, this is where I decide to just stick things. I've got, I keep all of my scraps, all of it. I hate wasting yarn. This needs to be organized for sure. This is chaos down here. That is like me though. This is, you know, what I show on the outside and then behind closed doors, you know? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out all of these baskets, lay them all out on this table, and start getting through them, organizing them. Yeah, let's do it. I also have yarn happening up here. This is usually where I put my caked yarn. We will be caking some yarn today, by the way. That's when you get your yarn winder out and you like go like this and it's really satisfying. And yeah, we're gonna do that because it's cozy and I want to. And things like this need to be caked because this is just chaos. This just needs to, something else needs to be happening for this. So anyways, this is usually where I put caked yarn. Obviously, I've been using some yarn because we've got some empty spots, but we have some more yarn that will be able to go up there. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I feel like it's, I don't know. I also have, look at this, just have random bowls of yarn. So these random bowls of yarn, I'm just gonna keep out and keep them around because they're cute. And it kind of adds to the aesthetic in here. But just know that these aren't that organized, but I'm keeping them because they're kind of cute like that. But everything else down here, we're gonna get to organizing now. I don't even know what's going on over here. We've got, this isn't real, by the way. I didn't just like do that to a real plant. That would have been so mean. This is fake. I got it at Target. I think it kind of just adds a little touch of green in here in the room. I cannot keep plants alive, so all the plants you see in here are fake. I wanna get some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, you know what this is? This is my bow light. Maybe we should plug that in for the aesthetic, you know? Let's do that. Look at it! It's so pretty. Hello Kitty's bow. My favorite girl ever. I got that at Hobby Lobby, by the way. I bought a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby that was Hello Kitty related. That day I bought all that Hello Kitty stuff, I went to the checkout and I had a cart full of Hello Kitty stuff, including a Hello Kitty vacuum that didn't work very well, and I still have it. I need to return that actually. But anyways, I go up to the cashier and she goes, "Oh, it looks like it's some little girl's special birthday coming up." And I go, "Oh no, all of this is for me." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're all children at heart." And I'm going, they wouldn't make a Hello Kitty vacuum if other adults weren't buying this, right? Like, I'm not the only person obsessed with Hello Kitty who is over the age of 5, right? I don't know. I just thought that was so funny. She's like, "Whose birthday is it?" I go, "Nobody's." Just, I'm gonna go home and put all of this out in my apartment, and that I share with my husband, by the way. And you know what? Peyton is so amazing because he doesn't care that I have Hello Kitty everywhere. All he really cares about is that he has his gaming computer and he's set, he's good to go, and he's like, "You can do whatever else you want with the rest of the apartment." So I'm blessed to have him because I need to have Hello Kitty out and about. She just brings so much joy and kindness to my life. So anyways, you look at the rest of my yarn stash, you go, "Oh, she's pretty organized." Then you look at these and you're like, "What? Why is she why is she holding on to this?" I will show you in a second, okay? I will show you why I hold on to this. Because I don't like things going to waste. I spent so much on yarn. I hate throwing any of it away. Anyways, let's do this. I've had these storage baskets in my cubbies for probably over 3 years, and they still, some of them have the tags on them. I just keep them in the back. I don't know why. I should probably just cut these off and be done with them, because now it's bugging me. I know that they're on there. I hardly take these all the way out. So anyways, I did get these at Target. They are $10 each. I think I got them on a sale though, $8 each when I grabbed them. But again, I got them years ago. They should probably have something similar to this. I really like the baskets for storing yarn. Things like that don't, obviously to like hide this, but also things that don't really match my aesthetic over here as much. I like to put in baskets as well, like colors that I don't, like this would feel a little out of place. I like this color, it's really fun. I just feel like I'd rather have it be secure in here so that aesthetic reasons this looks so pretty, but that is just really a personal preference. Anyways, I really do like these baskets. I am going to start organizing through full skeins that we have, caked skeins that we have, skeins that need to be caked, and then balls, balls of yarn, and total scraps of yarn. So I'm gonna start organizing into categories here. So let's do it. This one's looking pretty. Oh, there's a bow in there. Let's see, what else do we have in here? A tassel. What are you doing in there? I don't even know what this came from, but definitely not enough yarn to like use for something, and I'm not even sure what that is. Oh man, that's not looking good. This is not looking good. I'm realizing this is my basket. I had teeny tiny little itty bitty bits of yarn left. Like, that much yarn was left over. It was enough. Like, it has potential. It has potential for something. And I hold on to them. I roll them up in these teeny tiny balls and I stick them in here. Sometimes I use them. Sometimes they just stick around, and I'm okay. I'm okay with them hanging out as long as they're organized and not doing this mess. So this might take a minute. I'm gonna plug in my computer and put some Gilmore Girls on so I have entertainment during this. And hopefully we can manage to save as much yarn as possible. But I'm not gonna waste too much time getting rid of knots on like this much yarn. So if I have to put some in like the ultra scrap bin, which is like teensy teeny tiny bits that you really can't do anything with, like apparently I needed to save this, the tiniest little bit of fuzz. Anyways, we'll see how much we can save from this. Put them in here. I'll put my teeny tiny skeins in there, and then we'll do some winding as well. But anyways, I need the Gilmore Girls to entertain me as I do this, because this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a mess. Got it pretty organized. I've got little teeny tiny balls and bigger balls. Sorry, there's no better way to say it. More yarn rolled up in balls over here, and then smaller ones over here, because yeah, I just wanted to kind of organize this, which can only make teeny tiny bits of things, and maybe there's not potential here. Maybe I'm just a hoarder. But this I actually could make small projects with, or add finishing touches with as well. And then over here is my just total scrap yarn. And I told you I would show you what I do with that. So what I actually like to do is down here, I have my polyfill. By the way, I got this laundry hamper from Target, and it's such a cute way to store your polyfill. Anyways, when I'm stuffing my plushies, I'll break up my polyfill like this, and I'll add some of the scraps in there so that it helps kind of fluff up your work. You get rid of your scraps and you save on polyfill. Usually I'll add more than that. Like, you can add quite a lot in there. Just make sure that it's hidden kind of in there and it won't like pop through the plushie. So yeah, definitely play around with that though. If you have scraps and you really can't do anything with that little bit of yarn, I might add like a little more polyfill. There, that helps you save on stuffing for your projects, and it also helps you get rid of those scraps and no waste. So I love it. I wanted to show you that though, because I promise you, I'm keeping these over here for a reason. There's a reason behind my madness. So I'm gonna give you a little look at the chaos that is starting to get organized. We've got small little tiny bits of yarn that's left, and Peyton came in here and he was like, what are you planning on doing with that? I'm like, I have no idea. But I'm saving them because there's potential here. These ones are a little bit more practical to save. Like, this is the color, or one of the colors that I add to the beaks of my chickens. And so this will last for a few more chickens. So I might as well save that, you know. Down here, I've got my total scraps of yarn, which by the way, what I was going to show you is I actually combined scraps of yarn like this with polyfill, and that is how I get rid of my scraps of yarn. And you just want to make sure that you're not adding too many scraps to your polyfill and just making a nice blend of them. And you can use that to stuff your plushies instead of just the polyfill. You save on polyfill, you get rid of your scraps, there's no waste, and that is why I keep these. So these do have a purpose, I promise you. These baskets are literally just full of ends that I've cut off of projects, or like little tiny bits of yarn that's left from projects that I don't have a purpose to do with except use as stuffing. So definitely do this if you haven't already, because it actually helps you save on stuffing as well. I mean, all of these materials do add up, so definitely recommend trying that. That's what I love to do. I did find some whips within all of this mess, so I made a whip bin. These are all my skeins that really, they don't really, I mean, this one needs it cleaned up a little bit, but these ones are good to go. Over here though, these are the ones that we're going to wind. I think I'm actually going to end up winding these tomorrow morning. Whoops. Oh, no. I think I'm going to end up doing these tomorrow morning just because I didn't realize how long sorting all of this would take, and I'm getting a little tired. So what I'm going to do is save these for tomorrow morning, and hopefully we'll have better lighting as well so that I can show you exactly how I like to organize everything by color and make it all pretty over here. And we'll also add some new additions to the pegboard as well. That is my update, and I will see you in the morning. We're gonna finish all of this, all of these, all of the things. I'm gonna leave this mess here tonight, and then crossing my fingers we can finish it tomorrow morning and feel all good that my yarn is all organized, and it's just such a good feeling. I know if you're also a fellow yarn hoarder, it feels good to know exactly what you have and where it is when it's out of control, which I've been there way worse than what it is now. I've been in situations where it's really out of control, how overwhelming it can feel, and like how that can affect your motivation to crochet. So I don't know, I'm just really excited to have it all organized and pretty. So we are gonna finish that tomorrow morning. I always think that these are gonna take less time than they actually do, but tangled yarn, man, that's a whole job in itself to untangle those. So I will see you tomorrow morning and we will finish up organizing everything all pretty. Good morning. It is time to go through the rest of my yarn. I was actually like dreaming about yarn last night, probably because we were doing this organizing, but I'm excited to wind these. This one honestly probably doesn't even need to be wound now that I'm looking at it. I mean, it's partially used, but it's still kind of intact. So we're gonna, I just know my winder, my yarn winder, I'll show it to you. It's not that great. I mean, it's good for things like this, but it's not like a heavy duty one. So this seems like a lot of yarn to wind. We're just gonna put that here with the rest of the finished skeins, call that good. But I am interested in trying to wind this because this is a bit of a mess. Definitely this skein, this one, I don't know what happened there. I like used part of it and then put it away. This one needs to be wound. Make it all pretty. This one is partially used and I feel like we could wind that and this little bit. But really, we don't have to wind that much yarn. I think what I'm gonna do is get all set up and cozy in the living room because on my desktop, it logged me out of Netflix, or on my computer, and now I don't remember the password, so I'm logged in on the TV. So we're gonna go in the other room, watch Gilmore Girls, and wind some yarn together, and then we are gonna put everything away all pretty. Yeah, sometimes I just need to walk away from an organization session and come back to it with a fresh set of eyes, and feels a little better. I was a little overwhelmed by it yesterday, but I'm feeling good. These look really good in here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these teeny tiny balls of yarn, but if you have any inspiration of what I can do with this much yarn, like teeny tiny bits, maybe I need to come up with some scrap yarn projects or something like that. But anyways, I am going to go get all set up in the other room and we're gonna wind some yarn together. So let's go do it. Before we snuggle up and start kicking our yarn, I want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. I took a class a few months ago and I just kind of refreshed myself on some of the things that I learned in it. It's actually, this class is the whole reason my craft room is organized at all. And the class is called Creative Space. Organize your studio or workspace and unlock creativity. This is one of my favorite classes I've taken on Skillshare, and I've taken a lot of classes on Skillshare. I absolutely love them. And if you haven't heard of Skillshare, it's the ultimate online learning community with thousands of classes on everything from creativity to productivity to business and crafting, and they're all led by industry professionals. And I've been using Skillshare for over a year now. I love them so much. It's Peyton and I's go-to place to learn a new skill, especially a new business skill. And this class that I took about organizing your workspace has helped me so much with efficiency and market prepping and just making sure I know where everything is in my craft room. A big reason that all of my yarn stays on that wall and it's not like scattered all over my room is because of something that I learned inside of this class, which was actually creating zones inside of your workspace so that you can have like a crochet zone and then like work on your computer zone. So anyways, I just wanted to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video and also let you know that the first 500 people to click my link will actually get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. So if you're interested in trying it out, then definitely check out my link and get started for free. Take some classes. Super excited for you to check out Skillshare. And again, thank you Skillshare so much for sponsoring today's video. And thank you for watching and supporting our sponsors on this channel, because that actually helps me to continue making videos like this one. And I always work with brands that I personally use and love, and Skillshare has been one of my favorite brands to work with. So anyways, let's get back into the video and continue organizing our yarn stash. Now that I have everything caked over here, and I have some more cakes that I can add to this bin as well, I am just about ready to put everything back and away all pretty over here. So yeah, I think if I can fit like some of these skeins back into, let's see here, if I can fit these in here, that will be like extra yarn here. I kind of want to make like a scrap yarn project with some of these skeins. Like, I just don't know what to make with them. And I thought it would be cool to put together like a sweater with just like all of these, even just like little bits of whatever is left. I don't know, it's kind of an idea I had. So let me know in the comments if you want to see a video of something like that, me creating something like that. Again, these I'm gonna use as stuffing. So I'm gonna let these just stay in here until I have some chickens and other plushies to stuff. And then I got some whips as well. These finished skeins I actually might just put out in some of these bins here. And then, oh wait, I need some cakes to put up there to fill out this a little bit. So maybe I'll take actually a couple of these out, like this red one maybe. I'm getting into red. I love red. That was like my favorite color when I was in kindergarten. I used to say red was my favorite color because it was the color of hearts and love. Some of these cakes we're getting, I don't know, we're a little sketchy. Like this one, not looking so good. Also, that one kind of goes in this bin because that's kind of like more little bits of yarn left. Some of the skeins just were looking a little not so right. This one looks cute though, like that one's good. So I'll put these ones out up there. And then for the rest of this, we'll stick in the bins and stick those down here. And then I'll give you a finished look of everything. So good that my yarn stash is all organized. Over here we didn't even need to touch because this was already looking all pretty and organized. But over here, all of these baskets are organized, finished skeins, or like full skeins of yarn, kind of partially used that I caked. Uh-oh, this one needs to be fixed. One second. Sometimes they'll get like a little unraveled, and what I like to do is tuck the tail in like underneath like this, and that helps kind of secure it because you don't want little strands of yarn coming out of your cakes and then they get all tangled. That is how I got into this mess in the first place. So making sure these are secured, I'm gonna put that back in here. This is little bits of yarn that I think I want to do some sort of scrap project with. This one these are my teeny tiny itty bitty skeins. So yeah, I don't know what to do with those. Whip bin. And then down here are my super duper scrappy little tiny bits of yarn that are left. and I'm going to be using these for stuffing my plushies for upcoming shows. So hopefully we can get through a lot of this and make room for more yarn in here. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at as far as the yarn collection goes. Everything up here is looking pretty good. I added some more additions up here to my pegboard. So I added these skeins up here, but it's looking pretty good. This looks more full. This just, I mean, doesn't look very different because, I mean, they were in the baskets anyways, but I know and you know that it's all organized down here and it feels really good. I always love to feel organized. So anyways, that is what we are, the final view of my yarn looks like. And I hope you're loving these videos of me organizing and kind of more cozy vibes because I have a lot of fun doing these with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed getting organized with me, getting cozy with me, and just having a chill, chatty hangout vlog. I love filming videos like this one, so if you liked it, if you could do me a huge favor and like this video down below, it helps note to me, like it's a little cue to me to make more videos like this one. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe because I post weekly videos all about helping you get organized, make more money in your crochet business by selling at craft shows. So I'm super excited for you to join us if you haven't subscribed already, and comment down below, introduce yourself if you're new to the channel. I love connecting with you and getting to know you as well. And yeah, I guess that's kind of all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you, my friend, in this video right here. Bye!